Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Netflix TV show Man to Man. This is a South Korean TV show that has been picked up by Netflix as one of their original content films, or excuse me, TV shows. The main character is Hae-Jin Park as Kim Seo-woo, Sung-woo Park as Yeo Woon Gwang. You may remember him from the film New World or Tabloid Truth. Min-Jung Kim as Cha Do-ha, or you may remember her from the film Queen of the Night. And Man-sik Jung as Lee Dong-hyun. He's the bad guy from the movie The Tiger, the South Korean film The Tiger. Check that film out, The Tiger. The basic premise of this film is a secret agent goes undercover as a bodyguard for a famous actor in order to obtain information through his colleagues that he works for. While doing that, he falls in love with the actor's, I think it's the actor's publicist. Show is 16 episodes. It's currently on Netflix if you do want to check it out. I'm not going to go into cinematography about this film, about this TV show. It's good cinematography. It's what you expect from South Korean TV shows. You got the hair light. You got the 7 angles of a scene between two characters that are romantically in love. And, but, anyways, to give this a quick review of what I thought of the story of this show and the actors and so on and so forth. I loved all the actors in the show, especially Min-Jung Kim. She's a female actor who I first got introduced to her and watching this romantic comedy, this South Korean romantic comedy called Queen of the Night. A very funny movie, a cute film, a great date night movie. That's when I was first introduced to her. She's a great actress and a beautiful young woman, big, beautiful eyes, and really sweet actress. That's the first time I got introduced to her. The other character, who's the actor in the film or in the TV show, Sung-woo Park, I was introduced to him while watching a South Korean film called New World. New World is a gangster film out of South Korea. Really good gangster film. Actually, one of the most surprising endings I've seen in a gangster film. If you've never seen it, give it a try. It's a pretty good movie. It was interesting seeing him play a good guy. He usually plays bad guys. He did so in New World, and he did so in Tabloid Truth. So it's very interesting to see him play a good guy. And the thing is, he has one of those facial features where you automatically think he's a bad guy. So even when he's playing a good guy, you think he's a bad guy. So but he's still likable. He's still he plays a good guy. Okay. So yeah, I loved all the actors. I thought they were convincing and compelling. Another person who we're used to seeing play a bad guy as a good guy in the film is Man-sik Jung. He is from the movie The Tiger. Like I said earlier, The Tiger is a South Korean film with the lead character from the movie Old Boy. It's about a tiger who's on a mountain and these hunters are trying to kill him from the Japanese army. That's the whole premise. But he plays a villain in that film, and he plays a good villain. He does a really good job. But in this TV show, he plays a good guy, and actually an adorable good guy, a very convincing good guy. So it's nice to see him play a good guy finally. Okay, so now getting into the story of this TV show. Overall, I did not like this show, but it's not a bad show. It's just the show is not for me. The main reason I did not like the show is because the way it was advertised, at least in America, as this, this action TV show with a little bit of romance. When it was the exact opposite. It was a romance show with a little bit of action. And the thing is, one of my pet peeves is when movies are advertised as one thing, as a genre, and then when you watch it, it's something completely different. There are very few action scenes in the show, and that actually irritated the daylights out of me. When they did have an action scene, it was okay. It wasn't, there's this one rooftop sniper scene that's pretty good, and it's very suspenseful. But overall, not a lot of action scenes in this film. If you're a guy and you're thinking, oh, I'm going to watch the show because, I want a nice little kick butt action show, this is not the show. Okay, honestly, this show is geared more toward, I think, a female audience because there's a lot more romance in it, stuff like that. So if you're a female and you enjoy rom-coms, this show is more for you. This is not a good show to watch with your boyfriend. He's probably not going to enjoy it, or your husband or whatever. Another thing, and once again, this comes from the way that this show was portrayed. For something that was supposed to be like an action TV show, there was way too much mush for me. I couldn't stand it. Like, I was like, my gosh, all this mush, And here's the thing. On my timeline, you'll notice that I have a review of a TV show called The K2. Okay, what The K2 was as a TV show was what I wanted Man to Man to be. Okay, K2, it had romance in it, but it was more a drama and action. There was a lot of action in that show, and I enjoyed it a lot. I didn't like the mush moments in the show, but it was a really good action drama thriller type of show. So that was what I was hoping to see in Man to Man, and that's not what I got out of it. Another thing about this film, if for those of you who are watching, because you just want to know, is it worth watching? Like I said before, if you're female and you watch this, I think you'll enjoy it a lot. The characters have chemistry. The main characters have chemistry. It's nice to see these actors who usually play bad guys playing good guys. There are some good plot twists. I'm not going to lie. There are some good plot twists, some surprising plot twists. However, I will say something about the end. The end of the show, the very last episode, the way the show ends, they probably end it that way to pave the way for a season 2. But in all honesty, it was irritating, and it got me really upset because the ending seemed very coerced and forced, and it didn't make sense for the characters to do what they did in light of the way they established them throughout the whole entire TV show. Overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, if I were to rate this for what I thought it was going to be, which was an action story with a little bit of romance, I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. For a female audience, if I were to rate it from a scale of 1 to 10, for something that you might like, I would say I would give it an 8 out of 10. Okay, so for a female audience, you'll connect with it, you'll like it more. But for those who are looking for a nice action film or TV show, this is not the one. Okay, so anyways, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.